students, marvelous readers. We are going to do some reading. This is going to be our expert book this week. It's called What Built This? What do you know about animals? What do animals need? Obviously, they need food, they need water, and they also need shelter. Did you know that some animals build their own shelters? We're going to be reading about animal shelters. We would call this God-built or natural structures. So what built this? As we go into it, we have some important words here that we want to know. We have builders, that's the people that build things. We have prey, there's predators, and then what they eat is their prey. We have cells. Cells are different parts on your skin or in your body, but everything actually is made up of, all living things are made up of cells, and cells just mean like a little part that goes together to make something big. It's kind of like a piece of Lego. We have protection, that is things that might keep you safe. Entrances, that's a hard word to read, but it means those are the places that you come in and out of a building. And we have the word silk. Silk is a kind of fabric that we use to make clothing, but it actually comes from a special kind of worms. Here's our table of contents. The table of contents will tell us the different topics that you have in a book. So in this one, we have animal builders. I think that's going to be like an introduction. And then prairie dog towns, sociable weaver birds' nests, termite mounds, and so on and so forth. Now, you don't have to read a nonfiction book from the beginning. You can skip around and read the chapters about the things that you're interested in. Let's read our first chapter, Animal Builders. This is an introduction chapter, so it's going to get us interested in reading this book. Up here is the title of the chapter, and here we go. Animal Builders. Not all builders are human. Some builders are animals. They build homes for themselves and their young. They build for protection and to catch prey. Take a look at what animals build. That's the chapter that gets us interested in this topic. So we're going to be reading about how things are going to be for protection and to catch prey. This makes me very curious. Now, good readers ask a lot of questions as they're reading. And here's a page. It's kind of, a teacher might call this a KWL chart, but now we have AS as well. KWLS, what I know, what I want to know, what I learned, and what I still want to know. So good readers are asking questions and thinking about things. So what I know, these are the things that you know about already. Before you come to reading a nonfiction book, you should think, hey, what do I know about this already? What I want to know. What are you curious about? Before you read, and then after you read, what I learned and what I still want to know. Maybe you're still curious about something. So we are going to come back to our book, and I'd like to read this chapter here, the one about prairie dog towns. So what do you know about prairie dogs already? Do you know a lot? I know that they live in North America. They don't really look like a dog. They look like a giant mouse with no tail. That's about all I know. So what I want to know, what kinds of houses are they building? What kinds of structures? Are they building above ground, below ground? Is it a nest? I don't know. I'd like to know about that. So good readers are asking these questions. So let's get to the book and see if we can find out some things. Okay, here we go. This here is the title of the chapter. You can tell that it's the title because it's darker, and then you have a paragraph. A maze of prairie dog tunnels is like a real town. The underground tunnels have different rooms for sleeping and eating. Family groups stay together in neighborhoods. They come and go through many entrances. And so here's a picture, a diagram of this. You can see tunnels going down. You can see different things, and each one has a number that says different things, and then pictures of the prairie dogs. And you can see that they do look like giant mice without tails. So, good readers, what have you learned about prairie dogs? What would you still like to know? There's a lot more information on this page that we haven't really got to, but I'm going to let you get to some of this information. And this is going to be your expert book. So get familiar with it and read it and learn and take delight in the things that God's created, these animals who create structures. Have a great day.